Creation of the world, Genesis 1-2. Day 1. God creates light separating day from night. Day 2. God creates the sky, dividing the waters above and below. Day 3. God gathers the waters to form seas and dry land and creates vegetation. Day 4. God places the sun, moon, and stars to govern time and light. Day 5. God creates birds to fill the skies and creatures for the waters. Day 6. God creates land animals and finally, humanity in His image. He commands humans to care for creation and multiply. Day 7. God rests, blessing the day and making it holy. The Garden of Eden, Genesis 2-3. God forms Adam from dust and breathes life into him, placing him in the Garden of Eden to tend it. Adam is allowed to eat from any tree except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God creates Eve, Adam's companion, from one of his ribs. A serpent tempts Eve to eat fruit from the forbidden tree. She shares it with Adam, and their disobedience introduces sin into the world. God confronts them, curses the serpent, and declares consequences for humanity: pain in childbirth, hard labor, and death. Adam and Eve are expelled from Eden. Cain and Abel, Genesis 4. Adam and Eve have two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain, jealous of God's favor toward Abel's offering, kills his brother. God punishes Cain, but marks him to protect him from harm. The flood in Noah, Genesis 6-9. Humanity becomes increasingly wicked. God decides to cleanse the earth with a flood, but spares Noah, a righteous man, and his family. Noah builds an ark, saving his family and pairs of every animal. After the floodwaters recede, God establishes a covenant with Noah, symbolized by a rainbow. The Tower of Babel, Genesis 11. Humanity, united by one language, builds a tower to reach the heavens. God confuses their language and scatters them across the earth. The patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Genesis 12-50. Abraham, Genesis 12-25. God calls Abram, later Abraham, to leave his homeland and promises him descendants as numerous as the stars. Despite challenges, Abraham trusts God, who establishes a covenant with him. Abraham's faith is tested when God asks him to sacrifice his son, Isaac, but spares the boy at the last moment. Isaac, Genesis 25-27. Isaac inherits Abraham's covenant. He fathers twins, Jacob and Esau, whose rivalry shapes their lives. Jacob, Genesis 28-36. Jacob, later renamed Israel, has 12 sons who become the ancestors of Israel's tribes. His son Joseph, sold into slavery by his jealous brothers, rises to power in Egypt. Joseph in Egypt, Genesis 37-50. Joseph interprets Pharaoh's dreams, predicting a famine. He becomes a powerful leader and saves Egypt and his family from starvation. The book ends with Jacob's descendants settling in Egypt, setting the stage for the story of Exodus,